Okay, so you can click on it. All right, okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen to do a demo of the products that we have on the Zeeh Africa platform. Please let me know as soon as you can see my screen. I'll be using our sandbox environment interchangeably with our live environment to show you some of the products that we have. Okay, so this is what the Zeeh Africa platform looks like once you would have signed up on our page at dash.zeeh.africa. Once you're logged in on the platform, you would be required to do your business KYC to verify your business, providing your RC number, your company information, address, and the likes. We'll do our verification back end once we confirm the information provided for you to be able to access your platform. So to use the dashboard, you'll be required to create an app here, like you can see on the screen. Click on create an app, enter the app name, account type, choosing either of the services you want to use. Select the industry, finance or technology, a description, and then create an app. If you're going to be integrating this via API, you would require to create an app for all of them because the keys that you require for integration would be gotten there, just like you can see here. So to the demo proper, our identity service, which is our verification service that ranges from NIN verification, BVN, CIN, phone number, customer's account number, the VNIN, driver's license, voter's card, passport, CAC, the basic for business name and advanced for company name that provides you with the director information of the company. So once you search, you select the verification channel that you want to verify, input the license number in the case of driver's license, and then search. It also provides you a history of all the searches that you have done before. You just click on view for you to see the verification or the information of the customer. Our other service that we offer on our platform, which is our Connect service. Our Connect is our bank statement analytical tool that our bank statement generating tool rather that helps you get customers' bank statement directly from their bank. This helps to mitigate statement falsification from customers. So it lets you get the customer's bank statement in its true nature. Um, if it's a 6 month duration you're requesting for, you would have set that up already on your platform. So if you're going to be doing this via API, you would have already had it integrated already. But if you're going to be doing this via the dashboard to provide the customer the widget link, you just get the widget link here, you copy it, and then you provide it to the customer. But in this case, since we're doing the demo, I'll just show you. The customer clicks on the widget link that you would have provided to them, click on continue, then agree to the terms and condition and click on continue. The list of banks that we have, this is what we have currently on our platform, is going to be populated. Customer has any banks with any of this bank, customer clicks on it, log in with the internet banking or mobile banking as the case may be, with their username and password. Once they click on login, the bank statement will be generated and you'll be able to see that on your dashboard, like on the Connect tab. Now we come to our insight. Our insight is the analytical tool of customers or borrowers' bank statements. Now, this bank statement that we already got from the Connect service, you'd use it to analyze the customer's bank statement, ranging from behavioral analysis, income inflow analysis, credit, spend analysis, transactional analysis. It's basically giving you a 360 overview of this customer's bank statement for you to have a better understanding, like as the frequency of this customer's bank statement and the frequency of the customer's salary. What date does the customer salary come in? Is the date consistent? So like, let's say, is the customer salary consistent? Does the customer receive salary every month? Because we know that in like some government parastatals, they don't pay their salary every month. Maybe the salary comes in every 2 months. This analysis would help you do this. Where does this customer spend more of the money? Is customer more into religious giving? Does customer spend money at the club, the bar? Does customer do more of gambling? If this customer is a gambler, what's this customer's gambling ratio rate? So it will let you, the gambling ratio rate lets you know if you're flagging this customer as someone who has high gambling tendency and might pose a risk to them repaying their loan. It also helps to reduce the turnaround time that your underwriters are going to use to analyze a statement. So let's say it's a customer that has a statement of maybe 60 pages because of the volume of the transactions that they do or carry out. This insight, because it gives you this feedback in less than a minute, the amount of time, like say maybe 3 or 2 hours, that an underwriter will use to underwrite one statement, this insight analysis will do that for you in less than a minute, allowing your underwriters to use their time better for other work function that they would have to carry out. Now, for our credit history, the good thing about the credit history is that it combines, you can access the three credit bureaus in one menu. So now this is for the individual and then this is for the business. So you can see First Central, CRC, and Premium. For the business, you'll be entering the customer's RC number, and then you generate for their credit insights. Now, for the individual, once you click on the individual, you still see the same First Central, CRC, and credit registry. And then you also have the premium and the advanced. So for each credit bureau, there is a summary report and then there is a full report. So you can get this for First Central, you get the same for CRC and credit registry. Now, the premium gives you the summary report for the three credit bureaus. That is, once you click on premium and impute the customer's BVN, you're getting a summary report for First Central, CRC, and credit registry. The advanced gives you a full report of the customer combining the other CRM, the other credit bureau searches. So it lets you to, so if you have to, because you need to run at least two credit bureau search for a customer. So that helps you to just come to this platform, select the premium, and then you run all the search that you want to do in one single report, in one single search, and you get all the reports in one file. The same way you do for advanced, and then there's a credit score that gives you a credit score of this customer's credits based on the report that has been uploaded on the credit bureau portal. So for the credit score, we have for First Central and CRC. And like I mentioned earlier, having this credit history in one place, it lets you access everything in one menu and one point. You don't have to go to different tabs to access the First Central and then go to another tab too. So it just makes your work smarter and faster for you by accessing everything all under one platform. Now, for our direct debit service, which is our GSI service also, it works as a two-in-one platform. It is a collection and it is also a recovery tool. So for this purpose of this demo for the direct debit, I'm going to be running the demo in two phases: the merchant um, initiation and then the customer journey, because you as a merchant would have to initiate this first and then you'd see what the customer's own journey looks like. Now for the this also is because we are doing this demo with the dashboard. If you're doing this via API, you already have those information pre-generated based on your workflow, the amount of loan the customer is requesting for, how much the customer is to repay, and the likes. But if you're going to be doing this via the dashboard, what you're going to do is click on initiate direct debit here, input the amount that the customer is going to be repaying. So let's say in this instance, 3,355 naira. The frequency, let's say it is a monthly frequency. The description is demo. You select a start date. Start date can be any day from the next day of initiation. So today is Friday. The start date of this collection cannot be today. So let's say the start day, assuming that this is the salary load, and they start to pay salary from the 21st or second, depending on some companies. So let's use 24th as this customer's salary date, and then the duration. This repayment is for a period of 3 months, and then you impute the BVN. Just impute dummy BVN here, and then impute a customer's name, phone number, and then an email address. So once you do that, you click on initiate mandates. Now, this that you're doing is because this is the dashboard. So this is the manual process. Once you've done all this, you click on initiate mandate, and then the status changes to, you see it in the menu here, and then the status changes to validating BVN. This is because the customer is waiting to receive and the BVN consent that has been sent to them via email. If the customer says that they did not receive this, you would have to click on here and then click on resend consent link to resend the consent link to the customer. Now I'll stop sharing my screen now to share it again to show you the customer's journey, so you can see what the customer's journey looks like to initiate this mandate on their account. So I'll share my screen now to show that again. Um, Comment please. Okay, so this is me going to the customer journey of how to initiate this mandate. So just like I showed when the process was initiated, you click on direct debit, initiate the process, input the information required, and then click on initiate mandate. Now, this BVN consent link has been sent to the customer. So the customer receives it as shown like this below, and open the email to read the information. Dear loan pay, in this instance, this is the borrower's name, and then the company, your company is request consent to get data from your BVN. So the customer clicks on this BVN consent here. The link is embedded, and it brings the customer to NIPS portal to do this BVN validation process. This customer imputes the BVN here. Once it's verified that it's a valid BVN that was imputed here, the customer will be able to proceed. If it is an invalid BVN, there will be an error underneath in red that shows it's an invalid BVN. So now in this case, a valid BVN has been imputed in this box required, provided. Once it is verified to be a valid BVN, the page changes to this, where the customer is required to select a channel to receive OTP to verify that they are the actual owner of this BVN. It is going to be sent via email address or phone number, via text message via their phone number. So the customer is selecting either of this channel, which is what they have already on their BVN data. So customer selects either of the channel to receive the OTP, and then the OTP is sent to them. They impute the OTP once they receive it here. In the case they did not receive it, they click on resend OTP, and you can see that the OTP is valid for 10 minutes. Once customer has successfully imputed the OTP and has successfully validated this BVN as their BVN, a list of all the accounts customer has linked to their BVN is going to be populated here. So let's say you have 10 banks cut across: commercial bank, microfinance bank, digital banks, and the like. So long as your BVN is linked to this account, they are all going to be populated here. So you can see the inventory, account inventory 1, 2. So the number goes all the way depending on the number of accounts that you have. This is the concluding part of the BVN validation and data retrieval, because we have successfully generated all the accounts customer has linked to their BVN. Now, once the customer has completed this account inventory search, the customer is going to receive another email to their box. This time around, it is for the direct debit authorization. So once they receive the email and open it, they would see that request authorization to make a direct debit to your bank account. To do this, follow the link. So they click on the direct debit link, direct debit authorization, and then it brings them to this page that lists out all their commercial banks. This is for them to select a primary account of debit. A primary account of debit has to be a commercial bank. So it is a list of all the customers' commercial banks that are going to be listed here. Once the customer selects which of the bank they want as the primary account, then they upload their signature and click on submit. This then sends their signature to their banks to verify that this signature that this customer has uploaded is valid with what they have on their own database. They would reach out to their customer, or however their bank policies are, to customer can validate, can give consent to this BVN direct debit consent. If the customer doesn't give the consent, then it will not be authorized or approved by the commercial bank. So it's usually advised that until you see that it has been activated on your end, do not go ahead to disburse loan to customer. So once the customer has submitted, click on submit signature here. Then the status, which was showing earlier, will change to waiting mandate activation. So you can see that it is waiting mandate to be activated. So as they are activating it, this once one has activated, it shows to ongoing. So you keep once you just click on it, you'll be able to see which banks have activated and which banks have revoked. So then you can make your decision based off of the activation that you have seen and the other requirements that you need your customer to provide. If customer meets the requirement, you can go ahead to disburse loan to the customer or treat, depending on what the next step that you carry out. So this is the end of the BVN, of the direct debit mandates demo. So once it's time for collection, what happens is that the system allows for partial debit. So let's say on the day of the collection, once the system goes to the account and it meets the full amount that it's supposed to take, very easy. It takes the amount, it completes the cycle, marks as completed for the month. If the customer doesn't have complete money in the account, the system will pick whatever it says in the account and now start to do recovery by going to the other banks that was generated or was seen during the inventory and the mandate has been approved on. It starts to go through the other bank to get this money to complete the payment cycle for that month. So that's how it works. If it doesn't meet money in the primary account or it meets partial funds, it will take and then go to the other account. Then the GSI aspect of it kicks in to do the recovery for the payment of the month. So this is a summary of everything that we offer, our products and our services. If you have any questions that you like to ask, please go ahead to ask now.